Listen to these mean boots. Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make some anti-slip ice boots. So I've got my steel toe work boots here. These are great for trudging around out in the snow and collecting firewood and looking after the animals. But they're not very good when you get on slippery ice and you don't want to fall down. I fell down a couple years ago and broke my hand, and I had to have a pin put in it, and it was a real bad experience. So now I always run studs in all of my winter boots. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to find a good quality boot like this that has a lot of tread in the bottom. Nice deep treads. And you can see they've got lots of depth. And then what I use is these self-tapping hex head sheet metal screws, and they have a little recess and landing on the top of them. So they really dig into the ice. You don't want the big ones like the one on the left here. You want the one on the right, the small little guys. Yeah, you can see the landing on the screw head. They're very good, and they bite down into the ice and pretty much everything there. They're really good even to walk on slippery wood out in the bush. Anyway, so all we do is we basically just screw them into a deep part of the tread on the bottom of the boot. Okay, here we go. And don't put them in too tight, just to snug them up. That's all you want to do. I'm doing this one-handed here, so. Just snug them up. Perfect. Okay, let's have a look at it here. So I got 4 in the back and 2 up front, and kind of the areas that you'd end up slipping. I can't really put any right up in the middle here because there's not enough tread, but usually along the edges of the boot it's fairly thick, and at the back there's usually a raised heel on most boots that you can get these studs into, and they work really good. Here, I'll put them on and you can hear how well they even bite into the concrete floor of the workshop here. Here they are. See how I can hear how well they bite. Look, they even scratch the floor up. They're so good. Yeah, don't walk in the house with your hardwood floor. It'll be destroyed. Here's my piece of wood for my floor drain in the garage. And you can see the little teeth marks they leave in the wood there. They're really good. And you can see just the edges bite into the ice. You will have to change them occasionally. Usually I change them twice a winter, but they're really good. Here's some other anti-slip devices we typically use around here. We have these ones here by Yaktrax, and they've got carbide studs on it with wire wrapped in here. They work pretty good. Only problem with them is they're kind of cumbersome and you feel them on your feet. They're pretty good overall. These ones are really heavily spiked anti-slip. They are very difficult to use unless it's just ice. If there's any kind of snow, they'll pack up underneath the boot and cause you to feel like you're walking on rocks. And here's another type that we've used as well. This typically would get strapped on kind of around the toe of the boot. But problem is, if you're out busy and working and pushing hard on stuff, they'll slip off. So about the only place you can mount them is kind of right in the arch of the boot here. And they work not too bad, but the problem is this is typically where you're going to end up slipping, on the back of the heel and on the sides and the front. So yeah, just for walking gently to the chicken coop, that might work, but kind of still dangerous. We found the best thing is those sheet metal screws.